My name is Rayleigh, and I've always been wary of the basement in our house. It's a dark, damp space that seems to hold secrets within its murky depths. Ever since we moved in, strange things have been happening, and I can't shake the feeling that something sinister lurks down there. The house itself was old, a relic from a forgotten era, its walls whispering tales of bygone days. We inherited it from a distant relative who passed away under mysterious circumstances, leaving behind a legacy of whispered rumors and unanswered questions. It all started one stormy night. The rain pounded against the windows, and thunder rumbled ominously in the distance. I was home alone, the flickering candlelight casting eerie shadows on the walls. The basement door loomed before me like a gateway to the unknown, beckoning me with its secrets. With trembling hands, I descended into the darkness, the creaking stairs protesting beneath my weight. The air grew colder with each step, sending shivers down my spine. I could feel eyes watching me from the shadows, unseen and malevolent. As I reached the bottom of the stairs, a sense of dread washed over me like a tidal wave. The basement was vast, its corners swallowed by darkness. The feeble light of my flashlight barely pierced the gloom, casting long, twisting shadows that danced across the walls. I searched frantically for the candles, my heart pounding in my chest. That's when I heard a soft, plaintive moan echoing through the darkness. My blood ran cold as I realized I was not alone. There was something down there with me, something hungry and ancient. I turned to flee, but it was too late. A cold hand clamped down on my shoulder, its grip like ice against my skin. I screamed, the sound swallowed by the darkness. And then I saw a shadowy figure lurking in the corner, its eyes gleaming with malice. I stumbled backward, my mind reeling with fear. One had to get out of there, had to escape before it was too late. But the darkness seemed to swallow me whole, dragging me down into its depths. As I stumbled backward, my heart racing with fear, I felt something shift beneath my feet. The ground beneath me gave way with a sickening lurch, and I plummeted into the darkness below. I landed with a bone-jarring thud, the air knocked from my lungs. As I struggled to catch my breath, I realized with growing horror that I was not alone in the depths of the basement. Dozens of eyes gleamed in the darkness, watching me with hunger and malice. I scrambled to my feet, my hands shaking as I fumbled for my flashlight. But when the feeble beam pierced the darkness, I wished I hadn't. The basement was filled with figures twisted, grotesque shapes that writhed and contorted in the shadows. Their faces were twisted in agony, their bodies twisted and deformed. Some were missing limbs, others had eyes that glowed with an unnatural light. And as they shuffled closer, I realized with dawning horror that they were not human. They were the forgotten ones, the lost souls trapped in the depths of the basement for eternity. Victims of some long-forgotten tragedy, their spirits cursed to wander the darkness forevermore. I screamed, the sound echoing through the empty space. But there was no escape from the horrors that lurked below. They surrounded me, their bony fingers reaching out to drag me down into the depths. And as I was consumed by the darkness, I knew that I would join them, a forgotten soul condemned to wander the basement for all eternity. For in the shadows below, there is no escape from the horrors that lurk within.